So I was looking up the etymology or the word origin for the word trochanter, and it's not a bone per se, but it's part of a bone where you have a bone and then you have a bump. Almost always attachment sites for muscles, as it allows the muscle to attach further away from the rest of the bone. So then crossing a joint, you can get a more advantageous line of pull than if you're just flat right next to the bone. The architecture is quite consistent throughout the body. You have the life of a bone, and then, oh, we're getting close to a joint, time to get wider. So this is the trochanter major, also called the greater trochanter. The lesser one, or the trochanter minor, is here. This is a bump on the inside. Today is called body as wheels, because these sites are kind of like a hub in that multiple muscles can cross from different angles in order to steer this joint, especially these supermobile joints like the hip and also the shoulder. Up at the shoulder, they're called tubercles, and you have a greater and a lesser tubercle. And those are the attachment sites for the rotator cuff muscles. So you can think of the shoulders as these large rotation zones, more complex than a wheel because they're semi-spherical at the joint, the humeral head and the femoral head. Let's go ahead and take those visuals and the information, and let's now imagine it in your own hip, using the hip to steer the ship, to steer the body, the vessel. So now I'm going to be mobilizing or articulating both hip joints simultaneously, but in different ways. So I'm going to pick up this leg. You could also keep it bent. Take it around the side. So now this leg is going in, or this hip's going into extension. This hip joint is going into flexion. I orient my chest toward my standing leg, and then we do a crouch, a single leg crouch, and sneak the back foot through, barely fitting across the surface of the floor, and we're at the beginning again. So if you know the term kinesphere, it's an imagined sphere in which your movement takes place without you shifting your base of support. So what I'm going to do is reach forward and draw a more or less circle on the floor, cross behind the other hand and then put it down. And now I switch. Other arm, biggest circle possible. And then the rest of the body is coordinating to assist the journey. So here we're creating a kinesphere for the shoulder and arm. And if we're crawling or moving more dynamically, it also represents all the places you could set up your next base of support. So if I'm reaching out wide, what would I have to do to be able to then use that as my next landing position? And different positions or choices will be harder to complete, but that's the game of it. So see if you can make some unusual choices for yourself. And then what does it take to resolve that situation?